Today we're going to have ourselves a proper adventure. I'm going to drive to the kingdom of Rohan, to Edoras in Middle Earth, and we're going to go check out the geology there and try and find some fossils. It's known as Mount Sunday in New Zealand, and it's one of the filming locations for Lord of the Rings. And this will be the first in a series of videos that I'm going to do where I go visit some locations in Middle Earth from The Hobbit and the Lord of the Ring movies and see what fossils we can find there. I've just driven past Staveley and it looks like I've got a really nice cafe over here, so I think it's time for second breakfast. Let's go see what they have. Hi. Well, there's Edoras behind me over there, and also known as Mount Sunday. We're going to go look for fossils in the White Mountains behind it over there. Probably not going to get into the snow level, but yeah, we'll go look for some fossils back there. I think some of it's sedimentary. Very old though, it's like Torlesse, so Triassic in age. My cloak is actually a repurposed curtain that I got at a thrift shop for $8. And look at this material. It's beautiful. If I need to hide from some orcs, this will do very nicely. I'll blend right in. Most people know this place as Edoras from Lord of the Rings, but the real story of Mount Sunday is even older and more incredible than you think. Mount Sunday is made of Torlesse bedrock, a type of sedimentary rock that formed during the Triassic period about 200 million years ago. These rocks were originally formed from the layers of sand and mud that accumulated deep under the ocean when Australia and New Zealand were still connected. Over millions of years, these sediments were compressed and hardened into rock before eventually being uplifted to form part of the Southern Alps and the Canterbury High Country. Fossils in these Torlesse rocks are quite rare, but they do exist. Occasionally we find traces of ancient marine life preserved within these rocks, and that gives us a glimpse into the deep ocean environment where this material accumulated. The shape of Mount Sunday itself is much younger. The smooth, flattened form we see today was sculpted during the last ice age around 20,000 years ago. At that time, the Rangitata Glacier flowed through this valley as a massive river of ice. As it moved, the glacier acted like a gigantic bulldozer, grinding and carving the landscape beneath it. Glaciers transport enormous boulders and rock fragments frozen into the ice. As the glacier moves, these rocks scrape against the landscape like giant sheets of sandpaper. This process, called glacial abrasion, slowly smoothed and flattened Mount Sunday into the distinctive shape we see today, and that you got to see in The Lord of the Rings. On top of Mount Sunday, I found evidence of the glacial scarring. You can see how the rock has actually been shaped by the glacier going through it, and there's still even the scars and the scratches on it. These scratches are all parallel, going into the same direction as where the glacier was moving. What I really like about Edoras is that I got to know it through Lord of the Rings, and now that I know the geology, I find it even more amazing.
Just look at that. Some beautiful leaves. Look how in good shape they are. That is amazing. That is so cool. I'm going to leave this one here because I'll grab it on the way back if I didn't find something else. But look at that complete leaf over there. That's beautiful. So that'll be Triassic, like 200 million years old. And I mean, leaves are from the land, and my mission is to find an actual dinosaur bone, and this is the right location for that. I mean, surely there were some dinosaurs nibbling on these leaves. Look at that beautiful breccia. You can tell it's one because most of the rocks aren't rounded. That's pretty cool. A conglomerate would have been the same kind of rock, all these little rocks inside another rock, cemented together, but they would have been rounded. Whereas these don't look rounded, they look volcanic. So this is all private land I'm on. I'm really fortunate because as I was driving around here, the farmer stopped and asked if I was lost, and I asked if I could come have a look in this valley over here, and he said, yeah, sure, go for it. I said if I find anything I'd come show him. So I really found something. Wonder if this is where those leaves are coming from. A lot of rose hips. And these little flowers, don't know what they are. Does anyone recognize them? Here's another one of those rocks with the leaf fossils in it. It's almost like coal. Yeah. Very high carbon content. Which kind of like makes you think this would have been a marsh 200 million years ago. So hopefully there's like a Spinosaurus ancestor looking for fish or something in there. And he left a nice big tooth for us. I definitely should have worn long pants. I'm getting scratched up by these little rose bushes, and is it Matagauri, the spiky one behind it? That one. Look what I see right next to the stream over here. That looks to be an outcrop of that material I've been finding as like loose rocks. What they call floats. So yeah, might be able to find some really good leaf specimens there. Or Spinosaurus teeth. think Spinosaurus was Cretaceous. But yeah, he's great grandfather. Actually, looking at it a bit close, I don't see any fossils in it. I don't think it's the right layer yet. I keep getting turned around by this Matagari. Yeah. Hopefully I can find a way through, because I'm pretty sure the hill behind it is what I'm looking for. But yeah, it's just no way through this stuff. Meters and meters of thorns, really thick thorns. I'm hoping there's like a little sheep trail or something I can follow. I think there might be something just over there. So if I just scramble up over there without falling into the river, or stream really, should be okay. Don't want to drown this camera. Brand new. Okay. Yeah. Okay, made it. Oh no. Yeah, there's a rabbit trail. You see it go through there? Yeah, that's as far as I'm going in here. I'm not going through that. Okay, let's go focus on the things that are washing into the stream. It's more than enough there. And there's still another section I want to go check out. Hey, it's got berries on here. Look at that. Huh. Little bluish, purplish ones. Well, this one seems to have sticks in it, no leaves, just lots of little sticks, branches or something. It does remind me of like a low quality or low grade of coal. I don't know if it is, but yeah, it's real fragile, like it breaks super easily. Luckily that other piece is like right next to the car. Well, like 100 meters from the car, so I should be able to get it back where I can put B72 on something on it. Yeah, quite interesting. Here's some more genuine Middle Earth fossils. TM. Gonna have to get onto that trademark. Beautiful. And I saw this bit over here. What's that? That's in the conglomerate. This piece over here. Right over there. Just got very excited about this one over here. I thought that was going to be a bone. Right here it looks like a bit of tree, like a bit of wood. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's wood. I almost thought I was into some kind of weird dinosaur bone. But not this time. But that's a sandstone. You can see the grains are a lot bigger. So that might tell you it was closer to shore. Better for dinosaurs. I managed to re-find that first piece, which is actually the best piece. It's funny how often that happens. Yeah, you can definitely see the leaves in that one. We can probably even get a species of this one, or a genus at least. It's not too big either. Another Middle Earth fossil, TM. Yeah, it's home sweet home for the night. No one else camping, yeah? So I've got the place to myself. What a beautiful view though. A lot of sandflies. I should have bought some spray. Got the bedding in there, and dinner is sorted. I've got some Canterbury biltong. This is some boerewors. I think they're calling it beer sticks, but we used to call it boerewors. So a meaty dinner for me. And I've also got some bananas. I thought there was a cat next to my tent. It's a possum. Back into the tree. As long as he stays in the tree tonight, we're not going to have any problems. Well, it's morning. I'm pretty much all packed up again, ready to go explore. But you wouldn't think it, but there was a big windstorm in the night. Like really big. The tent held up really well though. But man, was it noisy. I just saw a little weasel or stoat or something over there. There it is.
I was really hoping to find some Torlessia fossils today. These fossils are named after the Torlesse rocks of New Zealand, and finding them would confirm that we're definitely in the Triassic period. I've never found one myself. Actually, the first Triassic fossils I found were from the previous day where I found those leaves. These Torlessia fossils are about 7 centimeters long, and they look like thin tubes running through the rock. For a long time, scientists thought they were the remains of marine worms, but now they're believed to be a type of giant foraminifera. Foraminifera, or forams for short, are tiny single-celled aquatic organisms. Some live in the sediment and others float in the water column, and they're actually very useful for dating fossils.
How cool is this? These sedimentary layers over here, they were put down when we were still part of Australia. And they would have been put down parallel because of gravity, and look how they've been pushed up. Like pretty much vertical. These beds. This is Triassic, so like 200 million years old. You can just see the layers here. It's a beautiful exposure So I've been looking through all this mudstone or siltstone, whatever it is. You can see the bedding almost vertical again. And in this section over here, on the ground, there's some of these worms. I am really amazed I've managed to find some. Don't know if you can see that, but it's starting over here. Ooh. It's very fragile, as you can see, but that's one over there. Look how big it is. It's huge. And there's a few more up top there. That's really incredible. They're bigger than I thought. There's a big one. That's about 4 or 5 centimeters. Probably, maybe a bit more, 6. And there's one up top here, loose. I'll take that little part back. Get rid of the bird droppings on top there. But yeah, there's definitely some of these worms in here. And even better, this is loose. So I'm going to just take some chunks over here back home and we can have a proper look under the microscope. But that's amazing. I'm really so stoked that I found these. Well, mission accomplished, but yeah, there's a few more sites I'm going to check on the way back down to the river. Yeah, that's really cool. So this is marine, and it's not impossible that we could find a shark tooth or something in here. So I'm definitely going to keep an eye out for that, but how cool. I am really very happy with that.
I explored a few more outcrops but didn't find any other fossils. On the way back I stopped at the river and found some really interesting volcanic rocks with visible crystals, but also no more fossils. I had to head back to the University of Canterbury to do an afternoon geology lab, so I decided to hit the road. But really, this was an awesome adventure. I honestly had so much fun on this adventure. Standing on top of Edoras and just looking down that valley at Helm's Deep, it's just insane. I've probably got another hour of footage, so I'm going to be uploading that to Patreon in the next week or so. And also, if you're into fossil hunts or if you want to do a fossil hunt with me, I'm going to start doing those soon. I'll do fossil walks here in North Canterbury. So if that's something that interests you, get in touch via email and I can sort something out. Also, if you're in Canterbury and you're a teacher and you would like me to come bring some fossils to your school and talk about fossils, please get in touch as well. Stay safe and I'll see you on the next hunt.